Howdy, 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 my name is Anachi Sasuke. Welcome back to Let's Play Hiveswap Friendship Simulator, FriendSim Wiggle Wiggle Wiggle. So, in the last episode we finished Volume 10, and this one we're going to be starting Volume 11, which is called Of Pals and Promises Made and Broken. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Another night, another long, long walk. Despite the blisters, you have started to feel truly optimistic. You got a lot going for you these days. True, you're still technically a castaway on a hostile planet with absolutely no hope of rescue, but if you're completely honest, Earth was pretty shitty too, and it is. Sure, 98% of everyone here is a psychopath who would rip your face off as soon as look at you, but it's going to take it's the other 2% that they're really going to make it all worth it. Or they didn't say friendship. Also, okay, so Malik Adilov. He smile. Well, they smile. I don't know yet. They smile. And then they smile, they knife. They smile, they knife. They smile, they knife. Is this one going to be a Danganronpa reference? Are you a Danganronpa reference, or are you just a slasher? Are you a yandere? Are you just extra crazy? Either way, I like them fangs. I like the green bloods. The was it Jade bloods? Yeah, Jade bloods are great. So let's start with Malik. Malik! And maybe you're pushing your luck at this point. A reasonable person would just hit up one of their many new friends and find a place to crash. But the night is young, so to speak, and you have a good feeling about this particular desolate stretch of road. You're just wondering where you should hide out for the day when a long car pulls up next to you on the street. You hunch your shoulders and keep walking, hoping they're just here for the scenery. But you are literally the scenery here. So when the back door opens and two trolls lumber towards you, you can't say you're surprised. You are a little surprised when they each grab hold of one of your arms and drag you into the car. Up until now, you found trolls to be surprisingly chatty. You aren't expecting the assault and ask questions later approach. The car takes off before you have time to catch your breath. You'll never catch that breath. It's blocks behind you now. It's loose! And here you are without your breath, face to face with a troll who's leaning back on his bench seat. It looks like a car seat. Just straight chilling. The dome light glints off his blue eyes and what someone less hip than you might describe as way too many piercings. He has them in his ears, nose, and eyebrow. He even has a couple in his horn. His hair is shaved in a daring haircut and his teeth are sharp. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hey! Hey! You remember a hello while trying not to meet those alarming blue eyes? Because, although you've amassed quite a cache of high blood hoes, you know what blue typically means for you. Yikes o'clock. You don't love the idea of throwing yourself out of a moved vehicle, but you also don't love the idea of being stuck inside one with a high blood. And past evidence has shown that although wild acts of foolhardy daring end in pain and embarrassment, you have not actually been killed yet. If you didn't die then, you probably won't die now. That is 100% how probability works. You open the door before the troll or his ruffians have a chance to protest you. Ollie out of there! You're right, you don't die. But it sucks! Sweet plant. That was a quick bad ending? I probably shouldn't say bad ending anymore because, well, you know, never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that the people who watch this don't know what I was about to say, and just roll with that. Hey yourself, asshole. Oh damn, some of your newfound self-conscious bubbled up out of you like spit up from an infant. This is going to go bad fast. But instead of immediately murdering you, he looks you up and down, checking you out in all your ragged glory. He smiles, slow and lazy. It does things to your guts. Friendship things. What's with this news over here? Is there something happening? Is that the Empress murdering people? Looks like it's probably that. His smile stretches wider, so going slightly lopsided from his piercing. I don't even see a mouth piercing. He looks like he likes what he sees, even if what he sees is you being a rude bitch. Fair. I did just get my boys to drag you off the street. I get how that equals not a little not chill. Sorry about that. I'm Malik. Malik doesn't look too sorry, but you're distracted by one of his boys, who was looking at you through a familiar pair of eyes hidden behind a fall of dark bangs. What? Hey, I was wondering if you remembered me. Remember? You doubt you'll ever forget, even with extensive therapy. Aw. Yeah, sorry about the cloak and laser bullshit. Just couldn't let anybody else get their fronds on you first. You know, wow, he was looking for you? Like, specifically? For sure, dude, I've been following you. Really? You feel like you would have noticed someone like him? He doesn't exactly blend in. Malik holds up his palm husk with the Chitter app open. You recognize your own profile. Your follower count has gone up significantly since the last time you checked. Right? So everyone is going on about this new Chitter account, Alien Invasion of One. Figured it's probably a publicity stunt, or should I be saying figure it equals? Figured it equals a publicity stunt or imperial propaganda. Uninteresting, not worth my time. But then I start thinking, what if it's not? If this genuinely equals an invasion, how the hell have they survived this long? The drone should have obliterated a cold-bait son of a bitch like you right away. That's literally what I said! They should have taken your hornless head off Paragrees ago. They haven't. Why? Equals what I keep asking myself. Then I figured out you must be doing it. Without meaning to, you lean toward him. Have you finally found someone, who understands and appreciates just how terrific you are at friendship maneuvers? Who really gets your area of study? You're a robot. Oh, god damn it. Not even close. But he's so obviously and avidly interested in you that, well, you tell a tiny little fib. I'm not, though. Hell yeah. Hey, this is kind of crazy. I didn't know you were a robot. Heh, wild. I guess that makes sense, though. You did have a sixth sense for me and where to find it. I don't remember what voice I gave him because that was like 5 months ago. Milo looks intrigued. A meat tracker, that equals interesting. Sure. You hope he doesn't try to test that functionality. You doubt you have another meat miracle in you, but all he does is keep giving you piercing looks in between texting furiously. I almost said furiosely. Furiosa! Then he snaps a photo of you. Oh no, he's not gonna post that on Chitter, #robot. You can't be a hashtag, everyone will know you're lying and blow your cover. Not to mention your mentions. Don't worry about that, social media gives me hives. I have a Gorgle alert set for certain combinations of words. After Zebra's place, you're kind of expecting another lavish palace, but when you get out of the car, you see that Malik isn't indigo, he's cerulean. Like Elward and Remele and that one girl who kept boys in cages. Also, you're starting to think people's hives have more to do with taste than caste. Amicia had a homely little art studio and Tagore had all those vases and shit. Before he leads you inside the apartment building, Malik turns to Diamond, and the other low blood and starts messing around on his palm husk again. Nice job, guys. I'm rerouting a Cynthian drone shipment as we speak. Traff, I'm sending you those DVDs you wanted. They'll be at your hive when you arrive. The bronze blood ruffian bows to Malik. He looks a little uncomfortable and pats him awkwardly on the arm. And Diamond, I'll send your shit to, that shrub you live in. Thanks, man! You know, my offer still stands. I got a couple extra coops if you get sick of living rough. Diamond shrugs. Thanks, but I can't be tied down. Nice to see you again! The ceiling has tentacles. You and Malik ride the elevator all the way to the top of the hive stem, and he leads you into a surprisingly tasteful loft apartment. Come on, my shit equals upstairs. Isn't the whole apartment is shit? Yeah, technically. Let's go upstairs, though. Skateboard. That looks terrifying. Again, I know you guys can't see my arrow, but this the right-hand corner of his room looks terrifying. It's like his bed is screaming. He brings you up to a higher level that has a Recupera raccoon shoved up against the wall, and one wall and a couch shoved against the other. But they are both afterthoughts to just an ungodly amount of computer shit. Right when you got here, you probably wouldn't have been able to tell what it was, but now you're used to Alternia's weird bug tech. Squishy and organic and almost certainly alive. At least in the way that plants are alive, though a couple wires in there are almost definitely slithering. Malik sits down in front of one of his screens and wakes it up with a single swipe of his claws. I forgot they have claws here. Also, I feel like getting his horns pierced was probably a bitch and a half. He gestures you lazily into one of several office chairs. It squeaks as you sit down and sinks a little under your weight. He proceeds to ignore you and type a list of commands to a text box. Then he pushes himself across to another screen with an alert flashing in one corner. You know what this is all adding up to. He's an IT guy. No, I prefer to be called... Oh. Shit. Huh? I have this joke I do where someone calls me a hacker and I say, I prefer the term information specialist, but now that equals ruined. Ah, shit, hacker was totally your next guess. You can do it again? Nah, moment's gone. No worries. So he's a hacker? That's pretty cool and subversive. You wonder if he's part of Tazaya's secret anti-government movement? You almost asked to stop yourself at the last second. Whatever Tazaya's anarchist leanings are, you aren't going to blab them to this rando cerulean. As much as you love to meet new friends, you really aren't about to throw one under the scuttle buggy for no reason. Yeah, not a lot of blues get down on this sort of thing. Gold bloods are better with tech. They got that living battery noise, you know how it goes. All the gold bloods you've met have been, well... Azaya did have that scouter thing, and Coopram hacked a phone or something. Whatever, it was a while ago. CBD mostly just liked fanfic. Interesting. You'd think they would have programmed you with cultural stereotypes. Huh? Oh, right, you're a robot. You wonder how a robot is supposed to act. You sit up straighter and think about circuit boards. Malik messes around with some more on his computer and frowns. He frowns some more. Then he reaches down and picks up one of the thick purple wires from the mess on the ground. He pauses. Apparently, he isn't sure where to stick it. He glances down and you cross your legs before he can pull your dress up and start searching for external ports because, nope, not happening, dude. You don't have any network connection, so I've got to use an Ethernet. Don't be lame. You aren't trying to be lame, you just don't want things in orifices. Eventually you compromise and let him stick it under your armpit like you're a baby having your temperature taken. You watch him tap away at his screen, marveling at the ludicrous choices you've made in your life that have led to a troll sticking a wire under your armpit because he can't find your Wi-Fi signal. You sit there as his brow furrows further and his frown gets more pronounced. His annoyance bounces him out of his laid-back, cool guy attitude. A blinking purple light flashes on his piercings. What? Fuck. Maybe my tech isn't compatible. One of the wires is coming towards you, and for a second you think you finally found a piece of technology that is actually alive. But then you see a little flicker of movement at the end of it and realize it's a white snake with beady, intelligent eyes. Ah! Alessis. Don't be scared, he won't hurt you. You're just checking everything out. Of course not. Why would you be afraid of a giant snake winding up your legs? Everybody is really about your legs. You need to get a pair of pants. Is the snake checking you for artificial parts? Are snakes particularly sensitive to technology? Is it because they're long? Weird. This equals a radical situation. I have no idea what to make of you, dude. You feel like such a dickhead. Can you really continue to live this lie? I'm not a robot. You brace yourself. In your experience, dealing with the fallout of your deceptions is never pleasant. You expect her to throw you out or at least get a snake to the face. Instead, Malik just sags back to his desk chair, which settles with a depressed little squeal. He takes his glasses off and drops them onto his desk, palming at his eyes. What glasses? It strikes you how exhausted he looks. You thought the dark smudges were eyeliner, but they might be eyeliner in despair. You wonder if now is the time to start apologizing? You're getting really good at apologies. It's chill. I was the one who grabbed you off the street. You're probably scared of what I'd do to you if you weren't what I'd hoped you were. Well, more like you were worried about the friend opportunity that would swirl down the drain, but yeah, okay. You were also a little scared. You still are. It's a total body-encompassing ambient fear that is always buzzing in the background of everything you do on Alternia. So subliminal that sometimes you wonder if it's the total opposite, the complete absence of fear. That equals deep, man. In retrospect, it equals pretty fucking stupid to assume a robot is going to solve my problems. Very true, in your limited experience, mo robots, mo problems. Yeah, it was just something new, you know? Something I haven't tried yet. What is it exactly he's trying so hard to do? He seems to be pretty well off, what with hacking drones and shit like that. Mount laughs. Yeah, hacking drones. That equals all just bullshit. As Lessus curls around his ankle affectionately, he gives him a little nudge. His palm husk rings and he pulls out of his pocket and just looks at it for a couple of seconds. I can't deal with this right now, come on. He heads down to the lower floor, waiting at the bottom of the steps to see if you're following. You are, albeit nervously. You're having a hard time reading Malik? Maybe it's all the piercings. It gets worse when he calls the elevator and then stands back. After you? You don't expect swinging blades to come at you, but... you expect swinging blades to come at you, but they don't. You expect Malik to attack you, but he doesn't. Just slumps moodily back against the elevator wall and closes his eyes. Palm husk rings again and his jaw tenses. The elevator goes past the lobby. Then it goes past the basement. And the sub-basement? Fuck, what's the sub of a sub-basement? Dude, what? The sub-basement is just a square, dungeon-like space, damp trickling down the walls. Your stomach crumbles and your heart bounces up into your throat. Oh no. Is this Malik's cerulean murder dungeon? A phantom pain presses against your ribs and arm. But Malik just leads you through a gap in the wall that you initially took for a shadow. It opens into a tunnel with rough stone walls and a dirt-covered floor. It's clearly man-made or troll-made. The air grows damper and the sound of rushing water gets closer and closer. You emerge from the tunnel, find yourself on the bank of a wide underground river. Malik sits down on the edge of the overlook. Sit down! Sorry, this equal's not as comfortable as the loft. Ah, man, Malik brought you to a special place. I don't know if I'd call it special, but it equals a place I come a lot. You sit down next to him. You get how this could be pretty zen, just watching the dark water flow by. The walls glow with an eerie bioluminescence, digging craters beneath Malik's tired eyes. Also, he pulls his phone out and shows you the screen. No husk signal. This equals the only place I can really unplug. Kind of relaxing, you know? What is that thing in the background? With like the arm. It looks like a blob of something, but it has an arm and eyes. What is that? Oh yeah, you imagine the demands of being an information specialist could really put a dent in your chill. Yeah. You sit there with a rock digging into your ass and allow yourself to appreciate just how deep this gesture of trust really is. Even after you lied to him, he wants to tell you his life story. Fuck, you love life stories. You ask him exactly what he wants with your not-existent robot laurels? He said something about reprogramming drones, didn't he? Could he be part of the resistance? What? Oh, you mean all that low blood right stuff? Nah. What equals even the point? That's a great way to get gold. But he helped Damien and that other little guy. Yeah, but they're cool, and I was paying them for services rendered. Roughing you up. He nudges you with his elbow. So far, all I've been able to do equals reroute delivery drones, just some weak sauce shit like that. That is a pretty pathetic way to fuck up the system. You aren't sure that you get what he's about. Why care about fucking up the system if you don't want revolution? I guess I wouldn't mind revolution. Alternative equals alright. Well, for me it equals alright, not for everybody. I'm not so fucking myopic to think I have it better than a lot of trolls. And I'm not one of those bulge biters who wag off about the sanctity of the blood and how low bloods deserve what they get. They don't. It blows. I don't blame them for feeling bad or whatever. I just gotta worry about myself. That equals all I got energy for. Well, he does seem to be doing pretty okay. Like, he has that sweep head. Right, yeah, for half a sweep maybe. Then it equals all gone. Everything I've worked for, and I'm up in the motherfucking space. Right, space war. Sounds like a huge drag. Yeah, dude. Does the rock to the dark water below. But that equals the plan, right? If I own the drones, I own the whole system. I own the heirs. They'd all be playing my game with my rules. His eyes glint in the semi-darkness, and so does the little hint of fang when he smiles. His piercings light up like tiny points of fire. You tell him that sure sounds like revolution talk to you. Also possibly villain talk. He grins like you're flattering him. Right, but I'm sweeps away from that, and other hackers won't. I mean, I work alone. I'm not a fucking psionic. I can't use Mind Honey. It won't kill me the way it would a Rusty, but I definitely get the runs. And I don't have sweeps. I have months, maybe pedigrees. If they have the term months, but sweeps are years, are pedigrees supposed to be days? You ask him if he thinks things are going to be really bad from up there in space. Like I said, I'm not a psychic, so no one equals going to turn me into a battery. They'll make me a fucking soldier or a spy. What about his hacker skills? Oh yeah, check out all my illegal activities. Please give me a good assignment. Hell no. Yeah, he couldn't really put that on his resume. If I was a high blood, I could get away with it probably, or they might think it was cute if I was a low blood. But make cast equals like, no way. Fuck, there's gotta be something. He pulls out his palm and starts frantically tapping away. Wait, you don't even have any signal down here. Yeah, but I got a Wi-Fi hotspot. What am I, some kind of fucking Luddite? He gestures to one of his earrings. You aren't sure if he means his jewelry is the Wi-Fi spot, or if that's what a troll gesture is for a you're an idiot. Hey buddy, you said you were going to unplug. That's important to your mental health, isn't it? Getting off the internet once in a while, you can't really speak for yourself since you've only very recently become an internet celeb. Malik waves you away. You make a grab for his palm husk. You honestly aren't sure why. Maybe you're trying to be flirty or playful or some shit? Because everybody knows there's nothing more flirty and playful than stealing someone's stuff. Bitches love that. You manage to stash it away, but your floppy fingers fumble and you lose your grip. His phone sails over the edge of the bank and into the dark waters below. That splash is the sound of your doom. Miles stares at the water, then he stares at you. His mouth moves soundlessly. You threw my tech in the water. Mallet puts his hand on your shoulder. Somehow, against all impossible odds, he's still gonna be chill? Wow, what a guy. You hit the water before you know what's happening. It isn't freezing, but it sure as hell isn't balmy either. The current grabs you and tugs you under. Your knees and elbows scrape rocks and your dress tangles around your legs and makes it hard to kick back towards the surface. The water is so dark, you don't even know where the surface is. Just when you're making peace with the fact that your grave is going to be a watery one, something grabs you from behind and hauls you upward. You gasp for air, choking in more water than anything else. Two strong hands push you back up onto the bank, then begin smacking you on the back. You don't think it will help you cough up any water, but you do think it's going to bruise. My bad, dude. That was reflex. You threw my shit in the water, so I threw yours. Are you okay? You hack up one more glass of water, give Malik a thumbs up. He's as wet as you are, hair slicked back off his forehead. It makes his eyes look huge and impossibly blue. He jumped in to save your clumsy ass. His shirt is gone, and now you know the location of two more of his piercings. You apologize for grabbing his phone, and wrenches that you should not have tried to be cute at the edge of a river. Yeah, you don't have to try. I mean, fuck. Malik blushes. Right now, you look like a drowned squeak piece. Sorry, I fucked up your rumpus robe. I'll lend you something. Cool. You're kind of over this dress anyway. Hey, Malik twists his claws together. You're gonna tell people what I said earlier. I'm not afraid to go off planet. I just, you know, this time you do know. You tell him his secret is safe with him, and if you find any actual robots in your travel, you'll send them his way. Thanks. Here. He helps you to your feet. Damn, it's cold down here. I'll get you something when we get back upstairs, as long as you don't mind wearing my sign. You can't think of anything you'd like more, honestly. That's adorable. Friendship! But now we gotta go back and get what's probably another bad ending. 11. Skip bop beep beep. Crazy knives. Adorable. Crazy knives! Okay. Hey yourself, asshole. I'm a robot. Tell him you are a special kind of robot his instruments can't detect. You're in this to win this. You're riding it out till the end. You tell him that you're actually the latest model of spybot from your alien government. You're so advanced that you are indistinguishable from the real thing. Seriously, you aren't supposed to tell anyone, but you're telling him, since he's so rad. Ugh, this is terrible. You just promised yourself the other day that you stop lying to make yourself look good, or in this case, make yourself look like a robot. Besides, he's never going to buy it. I knew it. There equals no other explanation. Fascinating. He leans in close enough that you almost tip backwards off your chair. He catches your arm. You're surprisingly strong for such a skinny nerd, though you really shouldn't be surprised anymore. Size doesn't correlate to strength with trolls necessarily. His skin is chilly and his nails press dense into the skin of your arm. It hurts, but not enough to shake him off. He's looking at you so seriously. What, does he think your eyes are USB ports? You apologize that your robot specs are not the right ones. Milo breaks out of his trance and lets go of your arm. Are you kidding? What am I, some sort of script wriggler? This rules! I'm gonna be the first to crack you! Yikes. You ever expect him to take out some sort of torture screwdriver to start prying you open? Instead he gives you another one of those unreasonably flirty smiles. When I'm done with you, I'm gonna own your entire system. Whoa. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? But then he takes off down the steps, jumping the last few and vanishing into the kitchen. You're left there blinking at his afterimage. It sounded like he was hitting on you back there, but then he just pranced down the stairs like a bejeweled antelope. You creep down to the kitchen to find him pulling things out of cabinets, opening the fridge with his toes, and then slamming it shut with a hard kick so that all his stuff on the top rattles. His palm house rings and he pulls that out of his pocket, answering it and spitting a bunch of jargon at the person on the other end. He does all of this while rooting around in a jar of cutlery, talking loud enough to be heard over the rattling. All you know about hacking is that it's usually done by a bunch of greasy dudes with glasses and Dorito dust on their fingers. Usually there's a girl and she's hot. You aren't sure which trope Malik is yet, possibly a combination of all of them. While he yells at somebody over the phone about blockchain, you take the time to wonder, rather sheepishly, how many other piercing he has and on what other parts of his body. I haven't tried fucking with robots yet, really. So far, I've only reprogrammed Jones remotely. You realize belatedly that he's no longer on the phone and is instead talking to you. Oh, right! He mentioned something about that earlier with Diamond. Hacking into drones to reroute their delivery routes. Yeah, rerouting equals easy. I got almost all my gear that way. All the good stuff equals reserved for blues. Wait, isn't Malik a blue? He laughs and puts a pan on the stove. As if. Sure, cerulean equals blue, but barely. Every indigo you meet is going to make sure you know it. You want to ask him if you can help with anything, but you barely know how to cook when you're on your own planet. He pauses with 2 eggs above a mixing bowl. Hey, you like cluck beast embryos? What now? He cracks the eggs. The yolks are purple and runny. Your stomach squirms uncomfortably. My bad. Can you even eat? What? Oh, yeah, robot. Of course you can eat. It wouldn't be very clever disguise if you couldn't eat, right? Although now that he mentions it, you really haven't been eating as much as you did on Earth. The meals you have had have been few and far between, but you aren't even that hungry. Weird. Oh god, what if you are a robot? Plot twist. Well, I guess not privy to your existential crisis and therefore keeps cracking eggs. Cluck beast embryos. God, troll words are so ridiculous. Not really, no language equals inherently any more ridiculous than any other, subjectively. They should really have programmed that in when they taught you to read Alternian. What? Nobody taught you how to read? You're on Chitter, all of your trips are Alternian. Let me see your palm husk. He holds out a hand for your phone. His nails are painted a shimmery black and he has one of those thick rings that could double as a brass knuckle. You tell him that you figured out you just... you tell him that you figured you just had the palm husk on the Earth setting, but of course that makes no sense. Nobody here knows Earth or about English for that matter. You're pretty sure it's not even the most commonly spoken Earth language. Nope, no translation software running. And this equals good old-fashioned Alternian. Well, it's not old-fashioned, it's contemporary, that's an idiom. See, if you weren't a robot, this would be really weird. Well, it equals already kind of weird that you're a robot, but your Alternian equals perfect. You want to tell him that your Alternian is in no way perfect? You have literally no idea what is going on. But before you can get the words out, a terrific crash comes from somewhere above you. Malik drops your palm husk into the bowl of cluck beast embryos. Dang. Fuck. Drones. Shit. You don't need this right now. You, a fake robot, have no chance against the real robot with lasers. Even worse, Malik Brown's on you, lips draw back from his teeth. You! This equals your fucking fault. They must have tracked you here. No other way they could find this place. I'm off the grid. You try to point out to Malik that maybe the drones are mad about all the hacking business, but he isn't listening to you. He's shoving his palm husk into his pocket and making a leap for the kitchen window. Fuck, can you survive a 10-story drop? You aren't sure. One thing's for sure, though, you can't. Rocket skateboard. That is an interesting mystery, though. I mean, it's bad ending number 2, but now we know that the character can type perfect Alternian for some reason. I wonder if that's going to come up later. Maybe in the next episode. But for now, this has been Anashi Sasuke. This has been episode, I believe, 21 of Let's Play Hiveswap Friendship Simulator. And the next one, we'll check out Crazy Knife Lady. So, if you liked it, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you don't need to do either one of those things. And I will see y'all in the next one. Later!